Hi there, my name is Eric Schwenk, and I'm here to bring you a recap of the Mundelein Village Board Meeting on March 11, 2019. Let's start off with your Mundelein Minute, 1 minute of the highlights from Monday's meeting before rolling into a full meeting recap. Covering the finances first, payment of bills included $6,898.94 to AT&T and AT&T Mobility, as well as $2,586,870.58 for the period of bills between February 26 and March 11, 2019. Other items to note included a presentation by Desires Development to further develop the old Village Hall property. Trustees Meyer and Russell were appointed to that negotiating team. Trustee Meyer was also appointed to the Central Lake County Emergency Telephone System Board. Business license and registration was discussed, including fees paid, and is expected to return to the board at their next meeting. The board also passed an ordinance regarding waste hauling, removing the Class B2 liquor license, temporary sign placement for Lake County Stallions, and passed a variance for an unenclosed porch at 566 Westminster Place. In addition, the board gave consensus for 2 liquor licenses to Caboose and Taste of Paris. That's your Mundelein Minute. Let's take a look at the full meeting recap. The Village Board meeting started on time at 7 p.m. and the board rolled through the first few agenda items quickly. These included the Pledge of Allegiance and approval of prior meeting minutes. With no one wishing to address the board in public commentary, presentations and awards was up next. Desires Development presented their concept to the Village Board regarding a development at the Village Hall property located at 440 East Hawley. There was quite a bit of discussion regarding the concept, and the board members spoke in favor of the design concepts. Parking was discussed, but since this is only the concept phase, the number of parking spots was not finalized nor fully reviewed by the village. With no public hearings, the board heard the mayor's report, which included the appointment of Robin Meyer to the citizens' appointment of the Joint Central Lake County Emergency Telephone System Board, the appointment of trustees Meyer and Russell to the Desires Development Negotiation Team. The board also voted to repeal the Class B2 liquor licenses, a category that allows the sale of beer and wine at gas stations with convenience markets. With the board's stance on this type of permitting, the board voted to repeal this type of license altogether. The board quickly recessed into a Liquor Control Commissioners meeting. After approval of prior minutes, the board heard from the Caboose on their upcoming remodel and their future plans. The second letter of interest was from Taste of Paris, who was asking for an upgraded and extended license for liquor sales and the ability to sell wine that leaves the facility. The third item before the commissioners was a violation by Aldi on Route 83. This is the third offense for selling to a minor since April of 2015. The board issued a fine of $1,000 with no suspension of their license. The board adjourned the Liquor Control Commissioners meeting and back to the Village Board meeting. There were no motions for the Community and Economic Development and Public Works Committees, so Finance was up next. The first motion was for AT&T and AT&T Mobility, totaling $6,898.94. The second motion was for $2,586,870.58. It was noted that the second motion's amount was greater increased as $1.32 million was being paid to the Lake County Treasurer to be held for the recycling center settlement, and that there was a large payment of nearly $630,000 for health insurance. Both of these motions passed. There were no motions for the Public Safety Committee, and with general announcements, the Fire Chief mentioned the next blood drive on April 6, 2019. The Building Committee brought forward a motion to change business and contractor licensing to registration and a new fee schedule. The proposed rates were $25 for businesses and $100 for contractors. Trustee Meyer brought forward a discussion regarding the differences in fees charged to businesses and contractors. The motion was withdrawn, and the board voted to remove this item from the agenda. The Building Committee will review it along with trustees Meyer and Russell and bring it back to the board for their next meeting on March 25th. The second item up for the Building Committee was a motion regarding waste hauling licensing fee, which passed. There were no reports from Transportation and Infrastructure, nor other reports from other trustees. This brought up the omnibus vote list. All 4 items passed without any items being brought out to discuss. These included water meter purchases in the amount of $22,687 to replace 2 meters at different pump stations. $57,842.79 was paid to IRMA for insurance and coverages, a variation request for 566 Westminster for an unenclosed porch, and the addition of a Class B1 liquor license for prime beef. There were no reports from the village administrator, attorney, or clerk, and at 8:45 p.m., the village board recessed into executive session to discuss imminent litigation and land acquisition or sale of property. I hope you found this video useful, and I welcome your feedback to make them even better. It's important that the residents and constituents in our village know the happening in our town's government, even if they don't have the time to watch an hour or two worth of video. I'm Eric Schwenk, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.